one of the bigger reasons for keeping unprocessed food out of your diet and eating clean and making sure you're hydrated and that you take care of your health is that we have to remember that your body is not apart from nature. And when you add things into the system that don't belong, it clogs up the signals. This is one of those things that I remember and then I forget. And I think that when I'm thinking of it, that I'm just going to remember it and have it front of mind regardless. But I'm driving home and I'm like, man, I was kind of bummed out at the fact that I'm not going to be getting, like we get incentive at my job. Like there's the base pay and there's also incentive, like an incentive bonus you get. And I was thinking about the fact that I'm not getting incentive this month for points that I earned in June because I was too new. And I'm like, well, I was just thinking about like these plans that I've had, I've been wanting to get a second job, for example, just work a part-time job somewhere for a while. And I haven't like just gone there and been like, hey, like this is what's going on. Like I'm such and such. I applied to this position a couple of weeks ago or a month ago or whatever it might have been, right? Like, why haven't I done that is what I was thinking. Is like, dude, it's so easy. But the thing is, you don't feel, if you don't feel free, like if you don't feel free in your body, if you feel kind of clogged up and bogged down and stressed out and tired, it's not surprising that, you know, if you're in that position that you're not doing the extra work, because it feels like work. It feels like so out of your capacity. It feels like such a drudgery. But when your body is like on full, when it's calm but energetic at the same time, like for these past few days, I've been drinking Bangs every day. Those have 300 milligrams of caffeine, and I've been feeling good. Like I feel great. I'm like pumped up at work. I've got all the energy. Although it feels good, like there's that rush you get from an ice cold energy drink, and if it's been a while, like man, it just hits. And they've got these flavors, and they just taste amazing. But hands down, 100%, I much more prefer the energy that I have from sleeping well, eating good, and getting plenty of exercise, because that energy comes from inside you. Like the caffeine, it feels like it's like battery acid. It hyper drives your system into overcharging itself. Like even though it might seem like you have a lot of energy, it's kind of like barricading you through your reserves. It's not sustainable. You end up crashing, most people. Your adrenals end up being drained as well. So although you might have had 2 days, maybe even 3 days of absolute go, 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 and you might have gotten plenty of calls done and just outperformed everybody else at your job for those 3 days, those last 2 days, you can almost become upset at yourself for not having the same vigor, but you know exactly why that is. You know it's exactly because you've been overdoing it on those things. Because another thing about caffeine is that it's a wakefulness, but it's a stressed out wakefulness too. So even though you're like focused, you can focus on things a little bit more, at least it feels that way. Your mind's also picking up on a lot of extra. And that's energy that could be redirected elsewhere or preserved for the next customer or the next deal or the next thing that you're doing, whatever it might be. You can pay attention to things more. You're more connected to life, and you pick up on these messages that really do come to you, and they're really all around. But it's like, what vibration are you at? Are you at a vibration high enough to even perceive these messages that what could potentially change your life? Because it's a perspective shift that happens. But anyways, hope you guys are having a good day. That's all I got for today. Wanted to make sure I got that out. As humans, we have to create. And for me, this is a great outlet for me to get my thoughts out and have something to show for it. So anyways, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you soon.